to talk a little bit about everything. A lot going on in the world: sports, wrestling, everything. So, without further ado, let's give Disable Wolf a call and shoot the shit.
Disable here.
We didn't quite hear that.
Disable here.
There we are. Welcome aboard. Um, like I said, I was telling the people we're going to talk a little bit about everything. A lot happened in the last 48 hours. We had wrestling, we had sports drama, we had weather drama, we had all sorts of drama.
That's New England for you, folks.
Even former New England people, they still bring the drama with them.
Oh, absolutely with that.
Yeah, no, but starting right off, we got a nice hell of a storm. I
Ooh.
saw the wolf doing some shoveling. His back must be sore.
It's a little sore, buddy. Quite a bit of sore. It gave me a huge headache waking up this morning.
Oh, bet. I bet.
And
Um,
the wolf is better now, though.
that is great. That is great.
It's the longest the wolf has ever had to shovel in like 5.5 years when New England had a blizzard every other day.
I remember that. That actually was more than 5 years ago. It was like 2010. That was back when Versace was boxing, and we were living down in the Nonantum Boxing Club.
And in case you don't know, folks, wherever you live and listening to this, whether you get snow often, cold temperatures often, you've never seen snow in your life, people in New England tend to panic when it snows. They tend to buy hundreds of dollars worth of food for a 1 day storm.
Oh yeah, it is incredible.
Grab the breads and milk. Wah.
Everybody's going out. I mean, this was like the pandemic toilet paper incident. I saw the grocery stores the day before because, I mean, to be honest, if you watch my YouTube, I was planning on having a Royal Rumble party. I was planning on having people over for the Rumble, you included, our other friend. I had my fiance over. We made some pizzas, we did some fun things, and I had no internet. Luckily for me, I heard the Royal Rumble was a complete flop. Not not really surprised. WWE is just taking a turn for the worst, in my opinion. There's not much coming back from this. I
So
mean, when they've
excited.
now announced one of the main events of WrestleMania for me, it is just like, come on, I've seen this 1,000 times. Fans walked out of this match. This is what I thought everybody was trying to avoid, and we're just right back where we started. Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, and the chants are already starting. Roman sucks, and it's just going to be right back where they were. It's no different. It's very
Absolutely.
kind of disturbing, disgusting. I was looking forward to it because I was thinking we would see, some Impact names, maybe
Maybe
some of those NXT stars, like Harlan, or you know,
Carmelo Hayes.
exactly some of these former people that we know. See them on TV. We didn't even see that. We saw nothing. No surprise. We saw a returning Ronda Rousey, which was pretty much announced, if not by her. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no surprise factor.
Stop giving these wrestling news sites everything. Like they claim they hate this stuff, but they make these companies exist.
They've completely killed their own kayfabe in all of the works that they do. And, you bring back Bad Bunny, you bring back some other people I heard, and it's just whatever, man.
Women's match was good in terms of surprise, but the men's match really disappointed me. No surprise factor whatsoever. Get Shane McMahon, boo hoo.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a surprise. Shane just comes out and just whenever
Whenever
he feels it. Remember, he won the
the
the best
best
of the world.
best in the world.
You know. But I mean, speaking of best in the world, we had some news with Tom Brady today.
Yeah, absolutely. Or yesterday, the ESPN Adam Schefter reports that Tom Brady, former quarterback of New England Patriots, NFL player of 22 years, has decided to retire. But not so fast. Maybe not so fast. 3 hours later, you get tweets from the Buccaneers team, head coach Bruce Arians, Tom Brady's own father, saying, he never told me he was retiring. And Tom Brady was going to have a certain news this week. He was going to have his own press conference, maybe, or live stream about his career in NFL. He says he hasn't made a decision. I think he's torn whether to do it or not. I
I
still
mean, this
see a
is the he's gotten to the point that every no, I'm not going to say every great quarterback because there's a lot of great quarterbacks that have had their highlights and then went downhill. And not downhill as in far in playing ability, but downhill as in far in winning games. And you know, if you remember Peyton Manning, it's a very similar track. He kind of had that one last run. Whatever happened, happened, and then he was done.
last Super Bowl run. He declined very rapidly. Brady doesn't show any signs in playing decline. And if you
No, and I think that's where the tear is. This man is still capable of winning another Super Bowl if you put him to it. He could have. I mean, he almost won. I mean, he didn't almost won this year, but he almost came into it, going
if
into it again.
back last week against the Rams. If the defense had stopped Cooper Cup from Matthew Stafford throwing that deep ball to Cooper Cup at the end, they might have been facing Jimmy G and the San Francisco 49ers tonight. Instead, it's that other team who's going to the Super Bowl in their own home field. You
You
never
know,
know what
and,
happened. Brady showed
and
no
we'll
sign.
cover all that on this week's Wolfcast. Talk to Celtics and Bruins football, and kind of
You know, congratulations
what all that scene looked like today.
for getting voted on Baseball Cooperstown Hall of Fame 2022 class.
But I mean, we've also had other quarterbacks retire as well.
Yes, we had Drew Brees do it last year from the New Orleans Saints, and we had Ben Roethlisberger do it for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And you got to wonder if maybe, Brady saw Ben doing it and kind of is like, this might be a good time for me to do it as well. And then kind of got a
I
little bit cold feet.
I think being married to Giselle and having his three kids, two of her, I think, and two of them are on the verge of growing up. I think he wants to spend more time with his family. I know Giselle definitely wants him home.
Well,
You know,
yeah, I mean, either that or he's going to go to WWE. Maybe Vince offered him the same deal they offered Jeff Hardy. You come here, we'll put
speculation.
you in the Hall of Fame.
Rumble entrant last night.
You know, we've seen Gronk there before now, haven't we?
Yes, we have. We definitely have. We saw him host that empty pandemic WrestleMania twice, where he won.
Capturing the 24/7 title.
This whole thing is 24/7 Versace, all this news, all of that.
Really is. But yeah. So I mean, a lot of things transpire in the sports world. We gotta just wait and see. We also got a lot of great independent wrestling coming back. I mean, obviously, as you know, the weather having happened, chaotic wrestling in New Hampshire
The
was postponed.
first wrestling event in like over 5 years, I believe.
Believe so, but we are seeing they are going to be rescheduling very fast. Lexington will be coming up soon. I do feel bad though that Love Doug was looking for that opportunity. Hopefully, they still give it to him.
But here's the funny thing, Versace. Technically, if Love Doug lost, he would have been out of chaotic. Well, if one person was supposed to retire, then there was news about Tom Brady. How ironic. People's hearts had to get broken one way or the other yesterday, Versace.
That is true. That is true. And you know, but Love Doug is not going to be retiring. Just because he's not in chaotic doesn't mean you're not going to see him wrestle elsewhere. And speaking of elsewhere, Limitless Man will be coming back soon with even more great wrestling. And I also saw NCW coming back really. I mean, we knew they were coming back, but now showing off their double shows. It's going to be back-to-back shows. One in Dedham, Massachusetts. The other in Bristol, Rhode Island. I guess it's their 25th anniversary.
I believe so. Maybe it really isn't, but because of the pandemic, they wanted to do it that way. Maybe.
It actually might be. I mean, I think last year was the 24th anniversary show, so I believe it is actually the 25th. They've been around a long time, NCW.
Yeah,
Uh,
they accommodate basically everybody, whether they're guys past their prime or guys in schools in New England, wrestling schools around New
they
England.
have both, and they've taken in, all sorts of people. People have grown up there. People have come there. We saw Anthony Green going back there to wrestle at the last WrestleFest. We've seen it all happen at NCW. People's careers take off, people's careers get ended, and I love it. I can't wait to go back to NCW wrestling. That's probably one of my favorite promotions of all given time. Yes, I love Limitless. Yes, I love Chaotic. Yes, I love Beyond and all the other promotions that make up the independent scene. But there's just something special about NCW for me, and I just really can't wait. Seeing the likes of Dick Lane, Mike Montero, Isana, and plus all the new students now that you're going to be seeing, like Gail and
Rivera.
Armani Chaos. You might even see Mortar over there and other guys. We've seen Chase Del Monte in the crowd. We saw JT Dunn in the Rumble. You're combining three of my favorite promotions all in one now, and
During City
it's great.
events we attended last year, WrestleFest was awesome too. It was really special about that big city rumble.
That Big City Rumble was amazing time. Unfortunately, we didn't get to a lot of shows last year due to scheduling conflicts and all sorts of other things. Hopefully, the wrestling world is a little bit more lean towards the VSW this year. We can, maybe be able to cover more shows and let's not schedule things, all in the same night. It only benefits them, for us to be able to go to more shows.
Exactly.
Because,
That's the thing, folks. If you're watching, if NCW and that other promotion collide, I think me and you are gonna have to split up and go to one or the other.
oh, probably. I probably will have to do that, but I mean, I'd like them not to have to collide. I'd like everybody to go to wrestling together and everybody to get to see all the shows. But because there is no specific roster, no roster belongs to any one promotion exclusively. Conflicting shows have an impact on matches and who faces who and what happens and how storylines prevail. So it can be a pain and a nuisance, honestly, but it happens quite often. There's only 4 weekends in a month, and that's when all the wrestling takes place. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. Unless you're beyond and you pull the Thursday show, you don't have to worry about nothing that night.
And I feel like a lot of places, especially in New England, do Friday and Saturday shows.
They do not too much on the Sunday. Sunday's a hard day.
Uh,
Sunday's a very hard day. People want to relax. People are tired. People don't want to go out. People don't want to stay out late. People don't want to do this. People don't want to do that.
Special, like I think Sunday shows are good once in a blue moon or scatterly
It all
throughout.
depends on what they are. Like, I mean, I'll put it this way. I think Please Come Back should have been a Sunday afternoon show.
Absolutely, or
That kind of ending early on a Saturday evening was like, ugh. Or it should have been a Saturday night show. It shouldn't have been a Saturday afternoon show. That's what I'm getting at. What was nice on Sunday, though?
what?
When we did the doubleheader Evolve with Beyond.
Well, that was perfect for a Sunday.
And that was perfect for a Sunday. To be honest with you, Royal Rumble should be tonight. We should all be gathered around our TVs
It
tonight
should be a week
watching the
tonight.
Royal Rumble.
It should be a week from tonight because the Royal Rumble used to always be the week before the Super Bowl. But since the NFL expanded 1 week in their regular season from 17 to 18 games, I think Nick Khan decided to put it on a Saturday instead because this is the weekend the Rumble usually happens. But at the same time, I think it should be next Sunday, the week before the Super Bowl.
They have always kind of ran it with the Pro Bowl so you wouldn't have to run into Sunday issues. This year they decided just to go with their Saturday scheduling, which honestly to me, the whole point of like I don't know, back in the day, the whole big thing was Sunday pay per views. You go wherever you were going Monday, whether it be school, work, whatever, and everybody's talking about what happened. You know, you see Stone Cold win the Rumble. You see, Lesnar what he did. Oh my God, you see what happened? You don't have that with a Saturday pay per view. By Monday, the buzz is gone. You know,
Like
you
for
know.
me, I feel like now that they're calling non-Big Four pay-per-views premium live events, I think pay-per-views like Backlash or let's say Judgment Day, Great American Bash, all those names are in your house pay. I feel like they should be on Saturdays and the Big Four pay-per-view should be on Sundays.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
big pay per views were always supposed to have that Super Bowl feeling. Imagine the NFL decided to run the Super Bowl Saturday night instead of Sunday night.
Well, here's the reason why. I know a kid, a teenager who's in high school, got over 100,000 signatures for a petition to make the Super Bowl Saturday. But here's the thing: I'll tell you a little bit of rating secret, Versace, or anyone who's listening at home wonders why the NFL doesn't do Saturdays. I'll let you know right now. The wild card divisional ratings, you have four slots, right? Saturday at 4:30, Saturday at 8, 1 o'clock on Sunday, 4:30 Sunday, 8 o'clock Sunday for wild card. But divisional and conference championship, 3 o'clock Sunday, 6:30 Sunday. The Sunday games outdraw the Saturdays.
Well, they do, and also, I mean, there's another thing about Sundays. Look what you know. Everything big takes place on a Sunday. Look at all your music awards. Look at all your video awards. Look at all your award shows that happen. They're all on Sunday nights. Same thing with Super Bowl. It's been Sunday night forever.
I know what you're
Sunday
trying to say.
represents the big game, the big feeling. You know why you can do the big game, the big feeling on Sunday? Because Sunday nobody has to really do anything. Yes, nowadays there's always something open and people go to work. But back in the day, you didn't have to work on Sundays. If you did, it was only till a certain, maybe noon, and then you would be done. So you would be able to spend this time with friends, family, getting together, setting things
But
up, making
I'm
food,
young
cooking.
before 10 or 12. I used to see my cousins on Sunday. I didn't see the same people, but I used to see a group of people on a Sunday, you know?
Exactly. I mean, when my grandmother lived, we used to go there every Sunday. There's Sunday dinner. But
Yeah,
as I'm saying, the Super Bowl was the same thing, and that's what it's all about. Being able to not to be able to watch it with people and not have to be rushed around. You do it on a Saturday night. People are still working. They're getting out of work. Some people got to work Saturday night. People got to work Sunday night too. Don't get me wrong, but the majority of people don't.
exactly.
And you're right. The ratings aren't there. Everybody Sunday night is sitting home watching TV. Saturday night, people are out drinking, partying. They're seeing girlfriends. They're seeing, doing whatever they're doing.
Dating.
Exactly. All that fun stuff. Going to wrestling shows. Imagine that you throw the Super Bowl out. You'd crush whatever independent scene was happening on that Saturday night.
You know what's the weird thing I've discovered about wrestling, Versace, since we've been started going? Chaotic has the perfect Friday night vibe, and Limitless has that perfect Saturday vibe.
They do. Limitless does good on a Saturday night, although I didn't mind the Friday night Yaman show. The traffic was beautiful, but
But in the summertime, I don't think that'd be good.
no, you can't do the no toll route, that's for sure. You'll never get there.
Oh, that's for damn sure.
But, there's going to be a lot of things this week. I think we're going to talk about that feat show. I think we might even go to that feat show this
Maybe.
Friday.
There's a lot of good New England shows, but it's all far away from each other this week. You got Beyond Friday night in the feat show with the Day 91 with the return of Biff Busick, Oni Larkin, and NXT first day eligible. You got Matt Cardona coming into town too in Providence, Rhode
I
Island.
tell you what I'm looking forward to is that Teddy Goods match with Waves and Curls. That's going to be wild.
Awesome.
It's a
You
triple
got
threat match. I mean, that's wonderful.
you also got Matt Cardona wrestling Ricky Shane Page.
Yep. And like you did say, Biff Busick taking on the Madman Slade.
Slade looks really bad. He did good with Rip Bison and Limitless, don't get me wrong, but his vibe is way better and Beyond. His matches
No,
are.
I mean Limitless doesn't go for all the big blood and guts that Beyond does go for. Beyond will take it to that GCW level. They'll take it to that H2O Center level of wrestling. Limitless doesn't quite take it there. There's violence. Don't get me wrong. You'll have a brutal strap
But the
match,
part about Limitless is that it's a mix of all styles, and it's like they get talent from all over the world.
and to be honest with you, there is a little bit more family orientated. I feel than Beyond is. I don't really see a lot of families going to Beyond.
Yeah. I feel and Chaotic has a ton of like families and stuff like that, but
Well,
like
yeah, that's why you're not going to see a death match at Chaotic Wrestling.
but the nice part about Chaotic is it's guys that are low tier in the school working their way up to being high tier wrestlers, or the high tier guys are the main eventers.
Exactly. We have a really good mix of talent coming out of the New England Pro Academy right now that are working with Chaotic. And it's going to be really a good year for professional wrestling, I think, on the independent scene.
Because, like we said, going into last year, we said when things started to open back up, when the restrictions were lifted, we go to each promotion once and maybe we cover NCW Limitless the most. But we went everyone. Holy shit, Versace. Sticking with Chaotic's the best thing we did because they got better and better each show last year.
And we did what we said. We almost went to every promotion once. Damn, we traveled all the way to the border of Pennsylvania for wrestling. We saw VSX. We saw IWTV wrestling.
Camp Leapfrog.
Camp Leapfrog. We Are Wrestling.
I thought Camp Leapfrog was really great for some wrestlers, but too many multi-person matches. It's not my like cup of tea, but like it is a great promotion, but it's not. But I like the New England promotions a lot. The three New England promotions a lot better than the ones in New Jersey. Jersey has some phenomenal wrestling, like the H2O. I love.
No, they do, and like I said, we in Mash went to Wrestlers Laboratory. I went to GCW. Um, we went everywhere, dude. This year, we saw a lot of wrestling. We got a few more promotions to check out this year. We got to see what Ring Gladiators.
Uh,
Um,
Pro,
the other one there,
Atlantic Pro,
Atlantic Pro, yes, and we got to
or
go to T Phoenix's promotion.
RWA.
Yeah, RWA.
Really good, but like we go south of Massachusetts, those promotions need to start giving VSW some perks, my friend.
I know. You have a chip on your shoulder. You think we should be getting, a little bit of, red carpet treatment out there. I get it. I get it. We've done a lot in the wrestling community, and we continue to. We continue to spotlight and really shine light on a lot of great talent. We're a very positive influence in this market, and we try to keep it that way.
Exactly.
Who knows what the year will unfold for us? Who knows what will take place? What partnerships will take place? We had some last year, some fell through, some came out great. We had a great partnership last year with, Limitless Wrestling. We sponsored a lot of their shows during the pandemic, and we even stuck with it after they went into the non tape format of wrestling, into the live shows. Even sponsoring that great match between Daniel Garcia and Anthony Green when
We
Anthony Green regained the Limitless title for the second time. That was a great moment for wrestling history. Great, and I'm glad we were able to help put that on and help, the promotions where we were. We also helped NCW, Proving Ground. We did do Leapfrog as well. Wrestlers Laboratory was on there. We helped a lot of different promotions, and we made a lot of great friends in this industry.
absolutely. So damn sure. I can't wait to see everything growing.
And it will continue to grow and flourish.
Of course, like Like there's a lot of people that are supposed to break out this year. I can't wait to see it from year
You
one.
might break out this year in a KPW death match.
Oh my god.
That had to be your highlight of 2021.
Oh my
Running with Tough
god.
Daddy TJ, Tucker, Rob Roberts, and the rest of the boys.
Sachi. I wish I could be a real promoter. It was so much fun.
You had yourself a great old time. A Yabba Do time.
Oh yeah, it's so fun. I felt like I was in Disney World.
You kind of were.
Yeah,
But,
we
no, all serious though. We had some interesting moments with that, and I don't know what's going to take place. There was some shows lined up this year, some tapings rather. I won't call them shows. There's going to be no live fans, but there will be tapings lined
that's
up.
cool.
And that's something you always believed was the good part of KPW, that it could be a taped format and not involve live fans.
The problem with that is I'll say it. I'm not gonna bash people or anything, but this thing needed to not be Russia. Needed to develop a fan base. But too many people tried to take control. Wanted to rush way too much success where they weren't ready. There was no business plan for this.
No, I know. I get it.
Yeah, and like KPW is really good for the tape. It's designed to be for watch hours, and it's designed to be the growth fans. We have a great international fan base at VSW YouTube. It's designed to grow that. It's designed to grow a promotion for the local area.
No, for sure, we are. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. If we can do things the way that I had envisioned it originally in my head and kind of change things the way they are or were. And that's just something that will just be an evolving story. But I'm really going to spend a lot of time this year covering it. If it comes up, it comes up. It's not going to be its own episodes. It's not going to be it's all that. We gave a lot of dedication last year to it, and it kind of took away from our main principle in the industry and what we're trying to do. And we can't kind of let that happen this year. So there
Because
will
I
be some changes made.
evaluate the industry, not to step on toes.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, but like I'm glad we survived the storm Versace of 2022.
Oh, I know. It was a crazy, crazy storm. Just came out of nowhere.
Like an RKO.
Pretty much Superman punch, bam.
It was originally beginning of the week only supposed to be 3 to 6 inches. Then all week until Thursday, 6 to 12. Then it became possibly we could get 1 to 2 feet, and then it ended up being over 2 feet. So
It did. But like I said, we are from New England. You just got to remember that. We've been to football games that has similar blizzards-like conditions.
if you watch Tom Brady's first ever playoff win, it was a huge blizzard-like condition. It would have. I don't think the game would have been allowed to take place if this was today.
Probably not. Probably not. But we did play those games, and fans actually did go to those games. So just kind of goes to show you how the things have transpired from early 2000s into now.
Oh, I know it. Like I said, snow. A lot of the groceries fly off the stores when they hear that four-letter word.
Oh, of course, of course.
The
But
milk and I saw a lot of people buy pizza dough.
oh yeah, I bought some myself, but a lot of it was gone. There
Oh, I
wasn't
know.
much left by the time I got there.
Yeah. Like it feels good to have hot chocolate, pizza, soup, stew on
Yeah.
a few days.
Oh, of course.
I heard the rumor that someone, a female close to you, wants to start a something big.
Yeah, we're gonna start another channel, another YouTube channel dedicated to more of a lifestyle and other just kind of different demographics.
Absolutely, because the VSW demographic is overrun by people who love sports and wrestling. So,
It is, but there's a lot more out there, and I think we're when we put it all together, it's gonna be something. And we were talking a little bit about today, and I'm not gonna throw any I'm not WWE. I'm not gonna announce my plans for the next 5, but
or
I
leak it.
I'm not gonna leak it myself, but we were talking today, and there's a lot of excitement, a lot of buzz. It's gonna be a lot of fun and new content, newer content, different content, things that you might not even expect to come out of that to be even mentioned with the name VSW, and it's gonna be quite awesome. Honestly, I can't wait to see it all unfold and take place. And I think everybody is gonna be quite happy with it.
Even though it's not the demographic or topics I'm usually interested in, I'm looking to see it grow and I'm looking to check out that content to tell people, like my mom and stuff, my grandmother, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, and a lot of people are going to be able to watch this. A lot of people are going to be able to enjoy this. And like I said, it's going to be a little bit different demographic. You'll still be able to find all of our great content here. None of that's going to change. It's just going to be even more of an added content and more stuff that you'll be able to get yourself into.
Absolutely. Try some restaurants with you, buddy.
Yep, we can go eating. We can do all sorts of stuff.
The wolf is similar to the phantom in a way.
Yes, most definitely.
The wolf likes any kind of food. The phantom like things certain ways, some certain out of the box things.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
Yeah, I like pizza with M&Ms and Doritos in it.
uh, but I gotta say, like I said, there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff happening with the VSW, and everybody just gotta kind of stay strapped in and stay along for the ride because there's gonna be a lot.
We're gonna have a wolf cast each week. Due to the technical manufacture and internet outage, we didn't get to have a wolf cast out this week, unfortunately, but we got a lot to talk about. The Bruins and Celtics are trying to make runs. So Bruins are somewhat struggling right now. The Celtics are on the roll. You got David Ortiz getting in the Hall of Fame and the obvious Tom Brady news saga.
Got a bunch of stuff. I can't wait to talk about all this week on the Wolfcast. We're gonna have our regular VSW podcast. Well, we're gonna talk beyond wrestling. We're gonna talk some other wrestling. Maybe we'll talk a little bit of that Royal Rumble again. Not really too sure what we'll talk about. Besides that, we always find something great. Got the Wolfcast. We're gonna have some other things coming on this week. Like I said, folks, you really just honestly gotta stay tuned, stay subscribed, stay notified, and just keep checking
Don't
in.
forget, El Versace has his Instagram up and running again, so please check that out.
Exactly. I mean, you can find right on our YouTube header. You can find all our social media links. Check them out. We have Twitters, YouTubes. I mean, Instagrams, Facebooks. We got it all. Got you all covered, and there's gonna be new stuff and different stuff posted to each one of these. So you're just gonna have to really stay tuned to see what is going where and when. But I think that's all we're gonna do tonight, folks, with this shooting the shit. It's a short one, yes, but we're gonna have an extra long edition tomorrow night. I feel of the Wolfcast.
Absolutely, so much to talk about.
There is, just because there has been 2 weeks. We got the playoffs coming up. We have the whole Brady incident.
Chip Sunday
We
today.
have Rothenberger too. We just have a lot to talk about. It might be one of those long episodes.
It may be very long,
And
but
with the wrestling being kind of canceled this week, we don't really have much to recap. We do have stuff to preview, yes.
hmm Absolutely. So we had a crazy weekend. Just had a crazy weekend, and it's time for the Wolf to get some rest. So the Sir Wolf signing out.
Thank you.